Team sheets are in for Saturday afternoon's round 21 clash with Richmond at the MCG. Neil Balme is back with us behind the desk after your trip to Sydney last week. Balme, who's in the team this week?
Well, we have Braden Maynard comes back in. Last week we rested him, so he's back in the side, and he comes in for Nathan Brown, who's unfortunately out through suspension. So in the emergencies will be White, Karnezis and Scharenberg. So it's a big game for us. Last time we played Richmond, we played pretty well early, and then they got on top of us in the last three quarters, but we finished up losing by 5 points, so we're pretty disappointed. But so we got a chance to turn that around.
Last time we played them, we didn't have Alan Toovey. It's his 150th this week. Yes,
that's right. Well, he's played all the games apart from this one, and it's wonderful to see a player like Alan play his 150th. He's just the heart and soul of the team. He has a crack. You can always rely on him to do all the stuff. You can see from some of this footage, his tackles, the way he chases and the pressure he puts on the opposition. He's a very important part of our team. So he did make his debut against Richmond in the old days and kicked 3 goals. So let's hope that's an omen. If he can do that again, it'll put us in good stead.
Let's hope we get the win for him in his 150th. Here's what's been making news at the Holden Centre this week. After playing his 13th game in his debut season, Jordan De Goey was announced the Round 20 Rising Star nominee on Monday. The 19-year-old was selected with the club's first pick and 5th overall in last year's draft, and has averaged 14 disposals and 5 tackles per game. Fronting the media on Tuesday, De Goey spoke of his strong allegiance to the black and white stripes.
We got a good bunch of young talent coming through, so I just want to stay loyal to the club. They extended their hand out to me, I guess, picking me in the draft. So I think it's definitely going in the right direction. I think the culture around here is great, so I'm just really enjoying it.
Also on Tuesday, the league announced a record $2.5 billion broadcast rights deal, which underpins the game's operations for 6 years from 2017 through to 2022. Seven will retain the free-to-air TV rights, and Fox Footy's blanket coverage of all games will continue on pay TV, while the digital rights will remain with Telstra. Balme, what does this all mean for the league and equalisation?
Yeah, well, it's a great outcome for the AFL and for all of us and for the clubs as well. It's a terrific number. Certainly the players will get their whack, and we certainly support that, but it'll be interesting to see what the AFL does in terms of using some of the extra money around the clubs. I mean, the clubs, there's a lot of talk about equalisation. We take from the rich to give to the poor to a degree. This may support that and may make it a bit easier for clubs like us to perhaps to surge forward rather than having to pull back. But it'll be interesting to see how they do that, and some of the money I'm certain will be spent on some of the community objectives of the AFL as well. But overall, it's a wonderful outcome for the AFL and for all of us.
A huge outcome for the AFL indeed. And finally, it was a big day for the club on Wednesday as we renamed our home here at Olympic Park the Holden Centre. One of the nation's leading car companies, Holden signed a multi-million-dollar 3-year deal to become the premier partner of Collingwood and hold the naming rights. That's on top of the existing coaches' sponsorship.
Well, it's fantastic for me because we bring the Holden Centre and the Collingwood Football Club together, side by side. We stick together.
Former naming rights partner Westpac will remain with Collingwood as a major sponsor and the business banking partner. Balme, it's been a huge week of news here at the Holden Centre.
Well, it's the Holden Centre thing's good news as well. It's similar to the media announcement. It's really good that we get this kind of support because we got the on-field objectives, but in our club particularly, there's a lot of off-field community objectives as well, and we need that kind of support to do it. So it's wonderful for us as well.
Now, last-minute tip for the Tigers game?
I think the good guys will get up. I think the Pies will get up. It's a really good challenge for us. They're playing even better than they were when they beat us last time. So it's a good challenge. But I think the boys are just about sick of the fact that we're honourable losers. I think they've been playing reasonably good footy and just not quite getting over the line like last week. So I think we'll be hoping that they can do just that little bit extra for us.
Yeah, me too. Thank you very much for joining us on the desk. It's much better having you back here than at the SCG. And thank you for tuning in to Team Sheet. It's back to traditional football on Saturday afternoon against the Tigers at the MCG. Go Pies!